Alright y'all, so I'm a little bit agitated. Actually, no, I'm freaking steaming right now, man. Like, there's little steam coming out of my head and it's going to melt my brain because I'm just so mad right now. And you know why that is? It's because through all this time of me making fun of this wheelchair using the wannabe Dominican Uncle Mug right here, he has instead taken all of his shots and pointed at this melon right here. And I don't want to get too mad, you know, like calm down little brain, it's not that fucking serious. But at the same time, I am a little bit concerned about the self-security of Drake of all people, especially when you start pissing yourself in frustration because someone doesn't like your music. But hey, it gives me a reason to make a video for today, so I will gladly take the opportunity to break down the situation. Alright, so if you've been living under a rock recently and you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, we have to go all the way back to 2 days ago when fellow music connoisseur Anthony Fantano, aka Theneedledrop, made a video on his channel titled Drake Slid Into My DMs, in which it just seems that Drake randomly sent Fantano a recipe on how to bake vegan cookies, and Fantano just reads out what it says while giving little bits of commentary as if it was just another everyday video. Now you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with Drake? Why are they beefing? Did he give him a bad recipe or something? And to that I say no, obviously not, otherwise there wouldn't be any video for today. Duh. But the main issue stems from the fact that the video that Fantano made was fake, and not that the video itself is fake. I mean, you can go watch it right now. It's just the fact that the topic that he was discussing wasn't true at all, and instead was bait for Drake to release the actual DMs. And I'm not gonna lie, Drake, my guy, you really should have just went with the cookie recipe. I mean, just look at this, bruh. It looks like he had to verify one of his dick riders before hitting send. Like, that nigga really thought he did something. And it's hilarious to me because when you sit in Drake's position of being one of, if not the most commercially successful rapper of all time, a guaranteed hit maker, and one of the main cosigns for any other rapper to get, it's hilarious how his ego can be so fragile to the point where he falls for even the most obvious bait. And the thing is, when you take a look through all of Drake's beefs, I don't think that guy's ever actually won any of them. Well, maybe the Meek Mill one, because that nigga's weird, but when you really think about it, it's literally just been him starting it, and then it either hits a stalemate or he just outright folds. Or in a rare occasion, he'll link up with LeBron James to talk about how he studies rap battles for a living when talking about your diss track. And you know, it kind of makes me think back to how someone of his status can continuously be so corny and unself-aware, to now realize that the constant issues that you start makes you look no better when you can't even finish them. And when you go back to what Drake said in that message, it feels like he really tried to get under Melon's skin, especially by acknowledging the fact that he married a black woman, and now the fact that he's even alive is what gives him a 1 out of 10. And obviously it didn't work because, for starters, the man left you on red jersey and then replaced your shit with a cookie recipe because even he knows that you're that much of a cornball. And then to top it all off, everyone's laughing at Drake because he really showed how insecure he can be when it comes to criticism. Kind of makes you question why Drake even sent the message in the first place. And when you take a look at rappers in general, they've always been like this in some form or fashion. They're so used to the limelight that the moment that someone actually tries to criticize or roast them for anything, they automatically get butthurt. Like, I bet Drake was fucking infuriated when that cookie video dropped. Shit, that nigga probably snapped his fingers like Swiper the Fox. But when it comes to the special cases of being a music reviewer such as myself, Fantano, Sean C, Volksgeist, and many more, you're going to be put in a bigger spotlight for someone's frustration because you simply just don't like their music like that, or just at all. I mean, just take Honestly Nevermind as a prime example of this. See, that album was pure ass, and I made that pretty clear in the review I did. And the masses can also agree that that album sucked balls and should never be done again. But you know what Drake's response to all of it was? That we just don't get it and we gotta catch up. Like, Drake, do you not understand that to catch up you have to move forward and not 10 years backwards? But overall, this shit is hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen more interesting music drama than what went on between these two, simply because of the platforms that they have and the notoriety that they've gained. With one being the internet's busiest music nerd and the other being the light-skinned dude that hasn't made a good album in 7 years. But if I had to make a final say in it, it's that Drake should have DM'd me instead, because I think if I would have sent the audio recording of my ball slapping on the wall, it would have sounded better than anything he or his labels put out so far. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I know this is a bit of a silly Billy video, but it's music related and involves a YouTuber that I watch and gain inspiration from, so I might as well give my 2 cents, right? But if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe, follow my IG and Twitter, and follow the artists as well if you like the illustrations. And on that note, I'll see you on Friday when I try to bake those vegan cookies. Peace.